Coach, one day before match against Revolution, how the guys feeling?
Good. Spirited. They're still out here. Some other guys made it through a full training session, so there's some guys that are anxious to play.
Silva came in yesterday, and how's he fitting in with the guys?
Fine. I mean, look, he flew in from Finland, so it was a long flight yesterday. So he had a partial training today, but we'll get him up on the horse, and he's playing against his former club here very soon. He might feature in that, so that'll keep him motivated.
Given some of the injuries that you have, do you kind of wish that you could have the two fresh bodies in quickly?
Yeah, obviously, whenever you sign new players, you want them, number one, to incorporate themselves with the group on the field, but then the legal paperwork to get visas and everything nowadays is a little harder. So Garth and all the lawyers are working double time.
And you mentioned the assistant coach staff. I wanted to follow up with you a little bit. How do you think their personalities mesh in terms of how your guys' meetings work? Is there anybody that's more vocal or more heated than the rest of them?
You are asking a loaded question. I mean, we have a diverse coaching staff, and from different backgrounds and nationalities and everything. And some of the conversations are spirited to, because we all want to win, and we all have strong opinions, and they're always very good. They're learning tools. For me, they're learning tools. Sometimes when I'm listening to them, I like to just step back and listen and let those guys go, and I pick things out that I feel are important or valuable to me, and they're great discussions.
For sure. And did you sort of set out to have a coaching staff that had such an interesting range of backgrounds, or did it just kind of work out that way? And how important do you think
I think it kind of fell into place. I mean, Jimmy was here from the get-go. Gonzo had a little one-year hiatus when he was in the TV business, but we always knew that Gonzo was going to be a great coach. He was getting his A license. He was starting his USSF coaching licenses with Aussie while they were still playing. So we all knew that. And then certainly when Ante left down to LAFC, we bring another attack-minded coach, and it just kind of fell into place.
For sure, and you've touched on this before, but how did your experience with Ziggy shape how you interact with your assistants now?
There again, it's a learning curve. I learned a ton of stuff from Zig, and how he managed people, his own staff, players, auxiliary staff, all of that stuff. I always took notes, and for me, my management style is I like to hire the most competent people available and let them do their work. I would never micromanage Jimmy Traore. I mean, just wouldn't be smart on my part. So I let them do their jobs. They do it at a very high level, and I'm again a little biased, but I think you include Tommy in there. It's a very strong staff.
Sure.
How do you keep? Of course, everybody's excited about 2 new signings, but how do you stay focused on the task at hand and the New England Revolution and all that?
Well, I think that's already been put in place. I think the players can all look at the standings in the West, tied for second or fourth, whichever way you want to look at it. They feel the things that are coming from down here. We've been kind of up in this spot. It's another home game. That's a proud team. They will come out tomorrow ready to go.
Is there any extra, not motivation, but at least is it interesting that you're facing Bruce Arena again and all that?
Personally, Bruce has been very good to me. He obviously he's one of the most decorated coaches in our league, won more trophies than anybody else. But he and I actually over the years have got a good relationship going. When he was coaching the national team, we talked back and forth about our players and stuff. So I enjoy my conversations with him. He's always been, again, open. He and Zig both, to the new guy on the block, were very open with me. So I wouldn't call it extra motivation because I'm pretty motivated just because of what I talked about our standing. And it's a home game. But always happy to, host Bruce, and he's a great guy.
Speaking of New England specifically, they're coming off a pretty long unbeaten streak, but they lost last weekend. What do you expect to see from them as far as lineups and just the challenges they present?
Well, based on what we've scouted, we kind of know who they're going to roll out on the field. Obviously, there's always a change here or there, but it's a different look than what people might be used to with the Revolution. I think Bruce still has his style of play, his tactics, what he's like, but he's got some horses. He's got some good players, and this will not be an easy game tomorrow.
What do you think the biggest emphasis, the biggest key tomorrow is to get?
Well, they play with two forwards. So we'll have to be prepared for that. Most teams play with one. And, again, for us, starting out strong, starting out fast, trying to, score the first goal, those will be the things we're working on.